I'm so back, Andre.
You are. It's true.
I don't know if anyone's ever been as back as I am.
Big time back. You're right.
Of course, it all begins with the script. You said it, Andre. We were raised on the script.
We were. It's
We
true.
were born in the script.
Legitimately.
And the script came through for us last night.
Big time.
Right off the Mike Shanahan tree and into our bank accounts.
On 4th and goal. 3rd and goal, I got a little tight when they didn't get it. Also, 3rd and goal, Cooper Kupp.
Wow.
Right there to almost get you that second. That would have been the 2 touchdowns. That would have been the plus 900. Thank God that didn't happen. I would have been kicking myself all day. By the way, RIP to my heater. Made money hand over fist last night. But today, the midday picks go 1-2. It should have been an easy 2-1. Devastating.
Hand over fist?
That it didn't.
Do we know why?
It's the expression, though, right?
Well, it is an expression, but do we have any idea why? Hand over fist.
No, we don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
I was just curious because I definitely don't.
Of course.
So we get the first touchdown. That hits. Our,
Beautiful.
Shout out to whoever told us about it.
Andrew.
Yes, Andrew who told us
you are
about
God.
the homemade, home-cooked teaser. You just cook it up.
It's always better homemade.
It's always better homemade. The thing is, we didn't need it.
No.
We
didn't.
We didn't need it at all. We
didn't.
gave up value. I don't care.
Do not.
We was like a plus 144 win. You just stack
Never cared
dubs
less.
and
Yep.
walk away.
It's beautiful.
So anyways, I actually lost one. Oh, Cooper Kupp over 60.5. I mean, I faded my own thoughts here because remember I said they're going to run the ball so well that I don't want anything to do with their passing game, and then I took Cooper Kupp 60 yards. I don't know what I was doing.
I know. But, yeah, the props didn't hit, but hammering those really worked. And then new thing I'm doing, I do the parlay, but then to have a backup, I hammer just the spread because I was confident and never in doubt. It was beautiful. Never in doubt. Stupid Arizona State against San Diego State. Should have listened to you. Yep. You're our Pac-12 basketball expert. But you were on a freezer at the time.
It's true. Remy Martin overrated. Bobby Hurley a fraud. That's all you needed to know.
Okay, and is the Pac-12 doing something against their funnest freshmen? Because, Zaire Williams, we saw him get an absurd technical for hanging on the rim for an extra second after a dunk.
Protecting his own bum knee.
Christopherson, the freshman for Arizona State, he fouls out, gets another tech. Don't like it. Pac-12, get it together. Treat your star freshmen the right way. They are lit. They are fun. We don't want all this ref BS.
In basketball, you're supposed to root for your opponents because it helps your net. It used to be the RPI. I'm still adjusting. I can't do it. I just can't do it, especially with Arizona State. And I even like Arizona State, but I can't stand Bobby Hurley so much that I just want bad things to happen to his basketball program.
Shame you don't like Bobby Hurley, yet you're not a Fade Duke guy.
Not a Fade Duke guy. I wasn't around for Bobby Hurley, so.
Me neither, but still, as an homage to him, I Fade Duke.
I feel like you were around for Bobby Hurley.
I mean, not to where I could remember it. Yeah, when is that Leitner shot?
It's 90s.
Yeah, I was around.
Yeah, I guess I was technically
around.
Yeah,
there you go.
So let's transition in today because we've got a game in 16 minutes that I love. It's a no hesitation pick. We always love this.
Yes.
Can't hesitate on this. Arizona State, a.k.a. Los...
You got it.
Los Diablos del Sol.
Boom. Nailed it.
They're taking on Arizona. We saw Arizona last week against the Buffs.
They bad, as the kids like to say.
They're trash. The Buffs ran the ball all over them, of course, to the tune of over 400 rushing yards as a team, 300 for Jarek Broussard. So hopefully the Sun Devils just do the exact same thing. But if they don't, they have a better quarterback than the Buffs, and they can take advantage of a secondary of Arizona, which barely even exists. Like, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying they're hardly even real.
They're like a Fugazi.
Yes.
They are there. Are they, though? And
it could be a mirage. We are in the desert.
I am giving a warning to our in-house Sun Devil and social media extraordinaire person, Michaela Perkins. If the Sun Devils lose me bets 2 days in a row, I'm done with them forever.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. Also, they do have like half the NFL's former head coaches employed in their staff, so you think they could exploit that matchup you just outlined.
It is pretty crazy. They have
It's absurd.
Marvin Lewis.
Yeah.
They have
Hugh
Herm
Jack-
Edwards.
Yeah.
They have Hugh Jackson on staff.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And that's why we're getting huge action on them. You like that?
Beautiful.
You like
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Huge action on Hugh
that.
Jackson.
Yep. We're even getting laughs in the background because that was so bad.
Austin here saying, "What's up, guys? Let's have a good weekend."
Yes, sir.
Austin, let's
Oh, we
do
need
it.
to say it. Well, I'm not going to say it. You have to
Oh.
say it this time because I can't. It didn't work for me. About what the plan is for the weekend. Never mind.
What's the line? I forgot.
I was just going to say, like,
Don't hammer the Buffs?
no, well,
Oh.
we'll get to that. We'll get to
okay.
that. That's actually next on the slate here.
Nice.
Unless you're interested in San Jose State and Nevada.
Oh, yeah. I like Nevada a lot. Like Nevada a lot.
Why?
Potent offense. Been great all season.
Same with San Jose State. They're
Very good. San Jose State's
they're
been playing
undefeated.
very well. Yep, that's true. But Nevada's
undefeated underdogs.
Nevada's better. Nevada's the better team and a slight home advantage.
San Jose State, they have that well-traveled quarterback.
They do. They do. Just beat Hawaii, too. Anytime you can beat Hawaii in Hawaii, you've got my attention.
On the island? That's
On
what you
the
have to
island.
say.
On the island. That's big time.
That is big time. I go San Jose State, but I'm
Wow.
like, you can't give me Pac-12 and then Mountain West as dessert. I'm just not even gonna watch.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of like having a 5-star meal and then, a
Going to
little
Dairy Queen?
like a mini Snickers for dessert.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. First game on the slate for the morning.
Top of the morning too.
The
yeah.
21st ranked undefeated Colorado Buffaloes
So true.
taking on the Utah Utes in Boulder. Snow on the ground tonight. Should be a frosty one in the morning. Not supposed to snow through the night, so maybe the field will be okay. But tundra out there tomorrow.
And these Utes, they know how to play in the snow, Ryan.
Yeah, I've given up on all trying to project how snow will hurt or help a team. Like one time I thought they'll just run it more, and then Utah threw it all over us. I was like, what is happening?
Right.
It was like a blizzard. I remember there was snow gathering on my knees as I was sitting down. So I have no clue. I don't think it matters. Better team just wins.
I think the under is hot in this one.
Right
Hot,
for the
hot,
taking.
hot.
Huh?
I hadn't
Under-
even thought of the weather till you just said that.
I'm a little worried about slippage.
What, you think we're just going to have nothing but slip and slide touchdowns?
Maybe.
Once you hit the ground in college, you're down, you know?
I know.
Snow just sliding your way in.
Pause.
It's at 47.5 too, which seems juicy. The strength of both these teams is the run game and is the defensive fronts.
I know. It feels like there's just gonna be a lot of just
Slugfest.
ramming into each other.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a battle of two bighorn sheep
Damn straight.
smashing heads.
Yeah.
I don't hate the under. I mean, just stay away from my Buffs. That's all I have to say.
Oh,
I
of
don't-
course.
I mean,
No, you better
Like-
stay away.
this matchup has been pretty tight in most years. So
Yes,
I don't
yes.
have. I'm uncomfortable on anything, to be honest.
You're right. As dominant as Utah's been in the South, Buffs played them close just about always, except for that time where it led to McIntyre being fired.
Going back all the way to, I think, the first matchup, Utah had a chance to win the South. The Buffs hadn't won a road game in
Shoot,
35
you're right.
straight attempts, and they beat Utah on the road
Epic.
with a missed field goal at the end.
Epic.
Yeah, it was crazy. There's always just been some dogfights here.
Yeah.
I think I missed something. Oreos and a fillet. The comments are going crazy.
Oh, we're talking about
Oreos
Pac-12,
and a
Arizona State, followed by San Jose State, Nevada. It's just like you went out to a nice dinner and then you got crap for dessert.
Honestly, though, you are kind of a baller if you had filet and then you're topping it off with a little Oreos dunking in some milk.
That does seem like something like a president would do. Goes to a
Right,
nice
right,
steakhouse and they're like,
exactly.
"Sir, would you like to see our dessert menu?" And he's like, Do you honestly just have some Oreos and milk?
Right.
You know, like it's kind of baller, honestly.
Like a man who has everything and knows himself.
Yes.
It's like, I just need 3 Oreos.
He's like,
and
I don't
like
need the creme brulee.
half
I
cup
just
of
like
milk.
Oreos
Exactly.
and milk.
Exactly.
Henry is in here saying,
Hi,
I
Adam.
go for Oreos and a filet right now.
Yeah, Henry, we know.
You'll probably get the Oreos. That we can count on.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then Max
No
is
doubt.
here saying, RK Dre, happy Friday, my boys. Wish me luck
Oh.
on my 9-team NFL parlay, all money line picks.
It's a guarantee. It's a
All
lock.
money lines.
Henry is saying RK for president?
Yes.
I'd like to see that. We all would.
I don't think so.
All but Ryan would enjoy that, and
Yeah.
frankly, not even.
I also
all of
don't
us.
like not being liked.
Yeah,
That would be hard for me.
I'd really miss not
Even if
having
you're
you on
hating
bets.
Oreos.
I'd
No,
really miss-
no.
Oh no, we would never. Comment section.
Double
maybe,
stuffed,
but-
get that out of here. Regular stuff.
I'm a regular.
Good job catching yourself, producer Allie. That's beautiful. Okay, so stay away from the Buffs -1 and
Stay away from everything. Don't touch my buffs.
right, not everything. I mean,
Well,
we're not encouraging people to abstain from sports betting. I highly encourage that.
yeah, that would be illegal. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do you like on that morning slate? Did Nebraska? Did I already talk about this? No, I talked about this on the Broncos podcast. I had to give up my pick of the week. Nebraska's giving 10.5 to Minnesota. They just should be against the rules for them to be double-digit favorites.
Can't be done. There's an award in the mix, as there always is in these Big Ten games. It's the Long John Silver big boot or something, and the Gophers are coming away with that big boot, no doubt about it.
So you like the plus 280?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Frosty doesn't win games when it matters. So definitely.
Well, it definitely doesn't matter for them anymore because it's a meaningless finishing game.
But if the Long John boot is,
That's true.
yeah. Or it might be Paul Bunyan's axe. It's something like that.
No, that's
it's
a
like,
legitimate one.
yeah, no. Iowa against Minnesota,
Minnesota.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a hog of sorts. Boy,
There's a barrel.
no, there is a barrel. No one sees the board as clearly as us or is more knowledgeable about these games. We prove that time and time again. Another game I would bet there's some wacky award is Wisconsin at Iowa. Hawkeyes clearly the better team. Wisconsin's quarterback doesn't look like the same after a long break for the Badgers, and I can get that at plus 108. That is tremendous value this late in the season for two teams who, similar to Colorado and Utah, very similar. So I love the continuity
Man,
with
you
Iowa.
have to love that. I mean, you gotta love that.
Love it, right?
Yep, you have to. Our old friends in the MAC, Buffalo, this is a haves versus have-nots, and they are not going to let you get away with a small spread here. Buffalo taking on Akron, -33. Akron can't stop the run, and Buffalo just runs wild.
If Akron's okay, so only running back in the nation averaging more rushing yards per game is the Buffalo running back.
Then Jarek Broussard.
Yeah, then Jarek Broussard. I'm sorry, right? I didn't even finish my sentence. In like 104 rushing yards, he's like at 1,000 yards. It's absurd. Akron, not only can they not stop the run, Akron can't do anything. They are a horrendous football team. I'm with you. Hammer that. Though I'm mostly staying away from large spreads. In fact, I'm on the plus side about just about all of my picks. That includes North Carolina over Miami. I know you're going to hate that, but that UNC offense is working well, and they're getting, they're on the plus side in December. I'm just taking. That's what's got me. I've taken too many favorites on the college football side. I say it. I don't like it. I've got too many favorites, and then I lose all Saturday. I'm done doing that.
You seen this North Carolina linebacker, Surratt?
Oh, yeah.
That guy
Yeah.
goes. He's like if Noah Fant played linebacker.
He's a badass. I think he's a former quarterback, too.
He's huge.
Yeah. Real long.
I like Coastal, my Chanticleers.
Oh, who's Coastal got?
Troy,
Oh.
only 13.5 point favorites.
Let them weeks here yet at all?
No. The Chants, never.
They handle business. And then I like Mizzou plus 13.5. Mizzou ranked 25th, taking on Georgia. Georgia still hasn't figured things out on offense. You give me a double-digit spread against the Dogs in December, I will happily take those points. and run UCLA +3 against USC.
I was just about to ask you, can we talk ourselves into this? I think I'll just bet it as like a.
Well, it's a don't take the cheese line.
You're saying the cheese is USC -3?
Of course.
Yeah.
You look at that. If you just paid attention the first couple weeks of Pac-12 play, and then you, rightfully so, stop tuning into the UCLA games, you look at this, you would have guessed this line should be like Trojans -9.
Yep.
And you see Trojans just -3, you're like, oh, let's hammer this away. No, you're wrong. You're stupid. Vegas is smart. UCLA is the right side to be on.
I love that you're saying this.
Yeah.
There's too much emotion involved for me.
Yep. Oh, I know.
If the Buffs win,
Yep.
I think I'm going to throw down in a little emotional hedge.
Trojans, huh?
A little Trojans money line. You know, if we're going to have to go down this path, at least I can profit off of it.
I hadn't even thought of that. 5:30. You're exactly right. All the marbles then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free money, yes. Broncos completions.
If Broncos quarterback completes one pass, you get $25.
I'm doing it right now.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Opt
It's
in.
that simple. You got to opt in at the
Don't have to
top.
opt in.
Yeah. Well, you won't even find the bet if you don't opt in.
Have to opt in.
Opt in at the top. Make sure you get the odds boost from -10,000 or something to +100.
Yeah, do not bet on this at -10,000. Your bet slip will tell you when you're about
25
to
to
win.
win 50.
Right, not
25
25 to win 5
We had
cents.
people
Make
in
sure.
company mess this up, so that's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
yes,
I
that's
know.
why we're saying it. Right.
Make sure you get the odds boost and get free $25. Don't even consider putting anything less than $25 on it. Just do it.
I'm doing it right now.
Good job, Al.
Good job, Ali. I did it during TDSP. So. I understand. Final pick, first quarter pick. Finance Saturday a little bit. BYU -3.5 over San Diego State. That spread's massive. I'm worried I'm going to get backdoored, but BYU's going to, quick work, light them up, coming off a loss. Oh, yeah, you got to close the app or restart it.
Yep, of course. Okay.
Booyah.
That's college football.
Sure is.
Wait, we have some comments for college.
Okay.
Lay it on.
Comment away.
Why is Penn State a favorite over Michigan State? Smart bet to take Michigan State? Question mark.
Michigan State? Is it Michigan? No, Michigan can't play because they're not playing. So it is Michigan State.
Yeah.
Both of these teams are terrible.
They're terrible.
If I had to pick, I would go Michigan State.
Plus 14.5. Sparty.
They're plus 14.5
Yeah.
against Penn State.
Yeah, it's a smart side to take.
Place.
Or is this a take the cheese?
No, there's no cheese here. This is Penn State is trash.
They're horrible, Ryan.
yeah.
They're horrible.
This is the same way I feel about Nebraska. It should be illegal for them to be double-digit favorites.
No, I know. That's why a Michigan State at plus 14.5 is the cheese. Do you understand?
And you're telling me not to take it.
No, I'm telling you, Vegas
I've got
is
15 here.
Vegas is kindly instructing you to take Penn State and thank them later.
No.
Yeah,
Michigan
this
State
is
is plus 15 against
Right.
Penn State, who sucks.
right.
There's no cheese here.
Right. It makes no sense, right?
You're disagreeing
It's
with
too
me.
easy, right?
So confused.
Yes.
Exactly.
No.
If it was that easy, everyone would do it, Ryan.
Well, everyone should do it. Michigan State plus 15. You know what the worst case scenario is? Mel Tucker gets embarrassed by Penn State and you lose some money.
It's an emotional hedge, that's right. But this is the Mel Tucker drops trowel in the middle of the field special of the week. Take the Nittany lines, I'm telling you, people.
I can't.
It's fine.
Would you college basketball lock of the night? Question mark, Austin.
Don't love this slate. Don't love that I don't have all the games for the next few days as well. I mean, Creighton to cover against Nebraska, maybe. Georgetown at plus 12, kinda, but nothing I love.
The college basketball lock of the night is a stay away. You can't lose a stay away. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I will say Cyclones plus 12.5 against Iowa. I know Iowa's hot. I know they've got Garza, best big man in the country. Rivalry game, though. Iowa State, that's a good program, man.
Program.
Program.
Anything else, Allie?
Antonio saying,
Antonio.
I gave a 12-team NFL parlay, pays plus 91,000.
Hope it hits.
Me too.
Seems safe.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
We've seen it done before.
I mean, on DraftKings Twitter account,
yes.
yeah, or the screenshots I get in my email every single
That's
day.
true. But we've seen it's been done. It has been done. All right.
Allegedly.
Before we move along, a shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 and all this incredible free money. There's left and right. You got a 20% profit boost on every NFL game this week. You got 2 parlay profit boosts in college football. The list just goes on. So check them out. Go download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code DNVR when you sign up. You'll get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. And then once you get in there, they'll just keep giving you money. And then the rest is on you to just,
keep making
don't
it.
take the cheese, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
Love
you
it.
must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough. Restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Another boost, Andre, 50% profit boost on either, I believe, the last 2 fights, or is it just the main event in UFC?
I think it's main and co-main. I'm double checking right now though for you. Yep. Main and co-main. I really like this Charles Oliveira, explosive striker, kicker, Tony Ferguson, funky, weird guy. But plus 140 against Oliveira, who I think is kind of the next Tony Ferguson, also one of the hottest fighters in the entire UFC. Getting him at plus 140 on that straight up money line feels like really nice value.
Hear me out here.
Yeah.
You can get Ferguson boosted to minus 115, and that, I believe, opens up a hedge opportunity. So you got minus 115 and plus 140.
Yep.
I think it's a small
It's a
hedge.
small hedge, but
it is a $50 max bet. So you could probably squeeze a little bit of profit out of that.
That's not bad at all. And then where I'm going to use my boost is I feel like this main fight, Figueiredo is just a lock. We've seen him handle guys like Brandon Moreno a couple times in a row, and he absolutely destroyed those guys just easily first couple rounds. So I will take him at minus 159, yes, to win this by finish. To win by any knockout, submission, or DQ, and I get that 50% boosted from minus 159 to minus 107.
All right.
Then I
there you go. That's the UFC.
Yep.
We finish, of course, with the National Football League, and we'll talk more about this on Sunday morning.
Yep.
As we do the tailgate show, you'll get our lock, prop, and upset. We'll talk a little more about the Broncos line. But quickly, what do you love, Dre? What do you love?
This is going to be a wacky week in the NFL. I've got pluses all over my slip, and that's what it's about. This is football in December. You better jump on that juice while you can. Throw that scissor that DraftKings is giving you on top of it. Take advantage of these opportunities. They don't come around all the time. I like Cincinnati plus 3.5 against the Cowboys at home.
Okay.
The Cowboys are terrible. You're going to give me those points. I will take them, and thank you. The Chiefs, sooner or later, they're going to lose some games. And the Dolphins at home plus 7, I think, is really nice value.
I like this better when it was around 9.
I did too. And these are, I should mention, all these picks are picks that my numbers are in a consensus, that there's too much value on one side you should hit. The other side, that includes Jacksonville and our favorite long neck quarterback, Mike Glennon, plus 7, taking on the Titans. No one's paying attention. 7.5, beautiful. No one's paying attention because the Jaguars are just quietly losing games while covering quite handedly. And they're just not a good team, but they're solid enough to cover. And the Titans, pretty crappy defense. Yeah. And the offensive flow's been thrown off a little bit. A.J. Brown, Jonnu Smith not playing as well as they are. Taylor Luan, their left tackle, not as good. He's injured, so he's not there. So, again, another thank you for those points. I will take that gladly. Plus 7.5. I think the Detroit Lions still going to have a little new coach juice here. Taking on the Packers. My numbers love the Lions to cover that plus 7.5. So there you go. What I really like is also these are all early games, and I always do better on the early. Oh, I forgot. I have one more. Rams to cover +3 against the Colts. My least favorite pick on the slate, which is why I love it.
You mean Raiders?
Raiders. Who did I say?
Rams.
Ravens? Rams? Oh, jeez. Oh.
I love Vikings +6.5. Love Vikings +6.5. Tom just
That's
doesn't
great.
doesn't have it
Great
like that
pick.
anymore.
No, that's great.
And then what's my other one that I just looked at that I oh, of course, Cardinals -3 against Andre's Giants.
Oh, yeah, I love the Giants.
I know you do, because you're Andre the Giant.
Thanks.
And with that, I think that wraps up the NFL. Again, we're going to talk a bunch of NFL betting on Sunday morning on the Tailgate Show. Have some more clarity about who's in, who's out. So tune in. It's always a hell of a great time.
Yes, yes, it is.
The bets get a little more exciting after a few shots.
They do. They do. The content gets a little sillier as well.
It does. All right, check us out Sunday morning. But for this week on DNVR Bets Daily, that's going to wrap it up for us. We'll talk to you soon.